Hey guys, and welcome back. I am so excited. I haven't played Runescape in such a long time. I first played Runescape in, I think, 1999, maybe 2000, 2001. When Runescape was new, that's when I discovered it. Actually, my little brother discovered it, him and his friend, who then introduced me to it. And every now and then, I don't have my original account anymore, but every now and then, I can't help to keep coming back to this game because I love it so much. I think I first started playing this when I was around the age 14, 15, maybe 16, something like that. And that's when we first got a computer. We hadn't had a computer for that long. I got a computer when I was 14, I think. So I was around that age. So I remember at that age, all I ever played was Runescape and a website called Habbo Hotel. That's what I would play. Oh, and Neopets. The only 3 games I would play. It was for ages online. Runescape was the game that got me hooked on online games. I absolutely love this. Oh, I can't help it. I just love this game. And even though I try to pull myself away over the years, I just keep coming back. But for this video, I've made a new account, which I haven't logged into yet, so I'm going to try and do that now. I'm wondering about the name. Basically, I don't know why. Usually on my usernames, I love having the name the Goddess or the Final Goddess, something like that. But all those names have been taken, so I now have the One Goddess. I am the one. I'm hoping this works. Oh. Email address. Okay. Oh, I'll choose my email address now. Okay. I'm going to have to edit this and cut it out then because I don't want my email address on this. Yay! And we're in! Excellent. Right. Greetings. I see you are a new arrival to this land. My job is to welcome all new visitors, so welcome. You have already learned the first thing needed to succeed in this world, talking to other people. You will find many inhabitants of this world have useful things to say to you. By clicking on them with your mouse, you can talk to them. I would also suggest reading through some of the supporting information on the website. There you can find the knowledge base, which contains all the additional information you're ever likely to need. It also contains maps and helpful tips to help you on your journey. Before we get going, if you could be so kind to let me know how much experience you have with Runescape, that would be wonderful. To answer, simply click your chosen answer on the following screen. I am an experienced player. I have played in the past, but not recently. I am brand new. I am an experienced player. I'm now looking at her hair thinking, I couldn't quite see when I chose it. It's alright though. I don't usually have that many dangles or anything, but hey. Wonderful, thank you. You will notice a flashing icon of a spanner. Please click on this to continue the tutorial. Hello there, newcomer. My name is Bryna. My job is to teach you a few tutorial tips and tricks. First off, we're going to start with the most basic survival skill of all, making a fire. And there's my skills. See, what people usually do is they do it once, then they finish. They do it once, finish, move on to the next skill. But when you're on Tutorial Island, you can actually get all your skills up to level 3 before leaving. And that's what I usually do. I like to get all my levels up to level 3, then I'll move on. Welcome adventurer. I'm here to tell you all about quests. Let's start by opening the quest side panel. This is your quest journal, a list of all the quests in the game. Talk to the quest guide again for an eye. Now you have the journal open, I'll tell you a bit about it. At the moment, all the quests are shown in red, which means you have not started them yet. When you start a quest, it will change colour to yellow, and to green when you've finished. This is so you can easily see what's complete, what's started, and what's left to begin. The start of the quests are easy to find. Look out for the star icons on the minimap, just like the one you should see marking my house. The quests themselves can vary greatly from collecting beads to hunting down dragons. Generally, quests are started by talking to a non-player character like me, and will involve a series of tasks. There's not a lot more I can tell you about questing. You have to experience the thrill of it yourself to fully understand. You may find some adventure in the caves under my house. Oh, I remember this. I am struggling a little bit to read what's going on. But yeah, this is supposed to be the good bit. Oh wait, no, not yet. This is something else. Hi there, you must be new around here. So what do I call you? Newcomer seems so impersonal, and if we're going to be working together, I'd rather call you by your name. Oh, call you by name. You can call me the One Goddess. That's such a catchy name. Okay then, the One Goddess. My name is Dezik. And I'm a miner by trade. Let's prospect some of those rocks. I prospected both types of rock. One set contains tin and the other has copper ore inside. Absolutely right. These two ore types can be smelted together to make bronze. So now you know what ore is in the rocks over there. Why don't you have a go at mining some tin and copper? Here, you'll need this to start with. So yeah, I just have to keep repeating this over and over again until I get my stuff level 3 and I move on. Hi, my name's the One Goddess. Do I look like I care? To me, you're just another newcomer who thinks they're ready to fight. But you're not as polite as the last one, are you? I am Vanaka. However the heck you pronounce that is probably completely wrong, but the greatest swordsman alive, and I'm here to teach you the basics of combat. Let's get started by teaching you to wield a weapon. Now I'm going to need to run. Glad I've got plenty of food, see? It's not letting me attack another rat. I did it! I killed a giant rat! I saw. You seem better at this than I thought. Now that you have grasped basic swordplay, let's move on. Let's try some ranged attacking. With this you can kill foes from a distance. Also, foes unable to reach you are as good as dead. You'll be able to attack the rats without entering the pit. Not doing very well, am I? Need to get my arrows back. Now, archery is the one I won't be able to get to 3 because I'm going to run out. Ah, for goodness sake, he's not letting me do it. Okay, not just archery, I'm not going to be able to get this. I can't get this up at all. Hello, the One Goddess. We're the Ironman tutors. What can we do for you? Tell me about Ironman. Tell me about the Ironman. Or Ironman. When you play as an Iron Woman, you can do everything for yourself. You don't trade with other players or take their items or accept their help. Ooh. As an Iron Woman, you choose to have these restrictions imposed on you, so everyone knows you're doing it properly. Yeah. If you think you have what it takes, you can choose to become a hardcore Iron Woman. In addition to the standard restrictions, hardcore Iron Women only have one life. In the event of a dangerous death, your hardcore Iron Woman status will be downgraded to that of a standard Iron Woman, and your stats will be frozen on the hardcore Iron Woman high scores. For the ultimate challenge, you can choose to become an ultimate Iron Woman, a game mode inspired by the player Iron No Bank. In addition to the standard restrictions, Ultimate Iron Women are blocked from using the bank, and they drop all their items when they die. I don't want to do that! While you're on Tutorial Island, you can switch freely between being a standard Iron Woman, an Ultimate Iron Woman, a hardcore Iron Woman, or a normal player. Once you've left the island, you'll be able to find us in Lumbridge, but we'll only let you switch your restrictions downwards, not upwards. So, we will let hardcore Iron Women or Ultimate Iron Women downgrade to standard Iron Women, and we'll let all types of Iron Woman become normal players. I'm fine. That's what I'm planning to do anyway. I would rather use my sheer will, my own will to do it, instead of having someone force that, because I'm not losing my stuff. There's probably going to be plenty of times. No, I'm not planning to do that. I can do it myself. When you go to the mainland, you will find yourself in the town of Lumbridge. If you want some ideas on where to go next, talk to my friend, the Lumbridge guide. You can't miss him. He's holding a big staff with a question mark on the end. He also has a white beard and carries a rucksack full of scrolls. There are also many tutors willing to teach you about many skills you could learn. And well, you're all finished here now. I'll give you a reasonable number of runes when you leave. Do you want to go to the mainland? Yes, please. Where are you planning to... Oh, for God's sake. No! Let me go! Blah, 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 blah. When you get to Lumbridge, look for this icon on your minimap. The Lumbridge guide will... Yeah, whatever. Just get me out of here. If all else fails, visit the Runescape website for a whole chestload of information on quests, skills and minigames, as well as very good starter's guides. Great, thank you. Quest, here we go. Cook's assistant, I'm pretty sure that's the easy one. I can start this quest by speaking to the cook in Lumbridge kitchen. Oh. Lumbridge kitchen on the ground floor of Lumbridge Castle, which would be you, wouldn't it? I don't even need any requirements, see? What am I to do? What's wrong? What's wrong? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm in a terrible, terrible mess. It's the Duke's birthday today, and I should be making him a lovely big birthday cake. I've forgotten to buy the ingredients. I'll never get them in time now. He'll sack me. What will I do? I have 4 children and a goat to look after. A goat. Would you help me, please? I'm always happy to help a cook in distress. Yes, I'll help you. Oh, thank you, thank you. I need milk, an egg, and flour. I'd be very grateful if you can get them for me. So where do I find these ingredients then? Where do I find the oh, I think I remember this. There's a mill, yeah, buddy, I remember that. There's a mill fairly close. Go north and then west. Mill Lane Mill is just off the road to Drainer. I usually get my flour from there. Talk to Millie, she'll help. She's a lovely girl and a fine miller. How about milk? There is a cattle field on the other side of the river, just across the road from the Groats farm. Talk to Jilly Groats. She looks after the dairy cows. She'll tell you everything you need to know about milking cows. And eggs, what I find? I normally get my eggs from the Groats farm on the other side of the river. But any chicken should lay eggs. I've just killed a bunch of them and none of them laid a single egg. I've got all the information I need. Thanks. Right. I already know that I need a bucket for the milk. And wait, the stairs there. What am I doing? Right. I remember having to get grain from here. Oh. Yep. And then I make flour up here. It's a good thing I already know what to do. It saves me faffing about. It's a good thing I already know where everything is as well. Right, so I should put that in there. And pull the lever. Right, now that grain should have been turned into flour, to which I just need, to put my pot there. There we go, flour. Now I just need milk, and to do that, obviously I just need to milk a cow. But I can no longer run, so I'm going to have to walk all the way there, across the river. Here we go, milk. Yep, Dorian's next. Done, got it. Right, that should be everything now. I have found a bucket of milk, I have found a pot of flour, I have found an egg. Yep, got it all. I just need to give it to him. How are you getting on with finding the ingredients? Here's a bucket of milk. Here's a pot of flour. Here's a fresh egg. You've brought me everything I need. I am saved, thank you. So do I get to go to the Duke's party? I'm afraid not. Only the big cheeses get to dine with the Duke. Well, maybe one day I'll be important enough to sit on the Duke's table. Maybe, but I won't be holding my breath. Hey, what the hell, cheeky sod? I just helped you out. Oh, I don't have to cook it, that's right. After that comment, you'd be lucky I didn't burn it. You have completed the cook's assistant quest. You were rewarded 1 quest point, 300 cooking XP. Ooh. I wish got me up to 9. Everyone's gonna have a spicy sauce. There we go. Right, I'm going to quickly dump off this stuff I found. But yeah, so that's basically Runescape, for anyone who doesn't know. Like I said before, the beginning, I absolutely loved and still really do love this game. It's just been a long time. I've never actually reached my goal in, I think the max level you can be is 120, where all your stats, all these can hit 99, you can't get higher than that. I've never actually hit that. My first ever account, I had all these up to 70 something. I was level 90, maybe 91. My first ever account. My first account was actually called the Goddess, just the Goddess. That was it. But I quit that account years ago. Like I said, my first account I made in 1999, maybe 2000, 2001, around that. And every day, literally every day, this person, I can't remember, I might have clicked the link. Like back then it wasn't well known, well, it wasn't for us anyway, it wasn't well known not to click on links, and I must have clicked on something, because this person just constantly went on to my account and just stole everything. I had the top, or some of the top armor, like you can get dragon armor, and I had all the dragon armor, I had all this money, and daily, every time I logged off, I would log back on the next day, and I would constantly get hacked. I'd come back on and find out that all my money gone, all my armor's gone, everything just disappeared. And this before you could get the pin on your bank. You could do that now, but when I first started playing this, you couldn't. And some moves have actually been added since then as well. We didn't have all this when you first started. That hunter wasn't there originally, neither. I can't remember if construction was. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. It's been a while. Slayer wasn't. That may have been it. So maybe a couple more. I can't remember. But yeah. So it was just, I got so ticked off, and I changed my password daily, but it didn't matter. And at the end, I got so ticked off that I changed the my passwords to things like "fuck you, hacker," "effing this, effing that." So I was just so tired, and I contacted Runescape, and I did get messages back. I can't remember what they said. By the way, nothing helped. I just kept getting hacked every day, so I quit. I think I actually stopped playing for about, I can't remember if I made an account soon after, but I definitely stopped playing for at least a year or a couple of years. Made a new one. Something happened with that. I ended up stopping again. I have never clicked on link after that since, so no one's hacked into me or anything, or into my account. But something kept happening, and I keep losing. Something's always happened, and some messed up my accounts, and but yeah, as I said, this is the first account that I really do want to keep all the way through. I really do want to keep it, and most of all, I want to stick to my guns this time and just not buy anything. Or not buy anything that I can make myself. So, which reminds me, I haven't decided yet. I'm either going to get these up to level 5 or 10, not quite sure. Then I'm going to start doing the same with my archery and my magic. I'd like to keep them all sort of level. The only bugger is, the only thing I don't like about magic is we can make our own runes as well. And the only time I won't make runes is there's some runes can only be made by members. So if I do buy runes, it will be the members only. Although I won't be able to use them, so there's no point. I won't be able to use members one unless I become a member, which I'm not too sure when I'll be doing, if I'll be doing it. But what is new, well, I don't know if it's new or not, but when I last played this, I found out that they've made it a little bit easier. They've given more options to become members, basically. What they used to do is have money. You have to spend real money to become a member, which they still do. But they now have introduced other options, which is brilliant for people who can't afford it. I can't always afford to spend money on games. It's rare that I can. So I love that RuneScape has done this thing where you can either pay by real money, or I can't remember what it is, but there's something you can trade by RuneScape money. If you can earn enough, you can get RuneScape money and buy some things. They're quite expensive though, and these little coin things, or I can't remember what they are, and basically they give you membership So that's really good. I like they did that, because like I said, there's some people who just can't afford to be members no matter how much they want to be. And there's people like me who have to pay for bills and everything else. I just can't afford the luxury of spending extra money on games. So I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad Runescape did that. But yeah, so I'm going to use this as an introduction. I was originally going to stream this live, but I'm not confident enough to go live yet, and I don't think I'd have anyone watch anyway. Even if I did, with my dogs, and sometimes I have such a noisy house, I don't know when I can go live. It's just sometimes it's hectic over here. It's just a lot. But so for now, I think I'm just going to keep it recorded. So yeah, so I'm happy to be playing RuneScape again. So it's been a couple of years now, so I'm so happy to be back and playing this. So yeah, if you've been watching, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.